If you've moved into a home where you suspect the stove was installed by a previous homeowner, it is recommended that you have it inspected by a professional certified by the National Fireplace Institute or the Chimney Safety Institute of America. The first step to safe wood stove operation is proper installation, preferably by a professional certified by the National Fireplace Institute. The critical consideration in placing the stove is adequate clearance. That means the stove must be located a safe distance from any objects, called combustibles, that could catch fire, such as surrounding walls, furniture, draperies, or other items. The appropriate clearances are clearly stated in your owner's manual. And if you have very small children, install a decorative barrier to put in front of the stove for protection from burns. Never leave kindling, newspaper, flammable liquids, matches, or your wood gloves too close to the stove as they could burn. The stove should also be installed with a proper floor pad or non-combustible material that meets the manufacturer's instructions. Procedures for maintaining internal stove parts vary between catalytic and non-catalytic stoves, so consult your owner's manual carefully. But the following maintenance issues are the same for both types of stoves. Remove and dispose of ashes carefully. Ashes should be removed when they come near to the level of the door opening, but leave about 1/2 inch of ash in the firebox because a wood fire burns best when made on a bed of ashes. Place all ashes in a metal container with a tight-fitting lid and do not dispose until all ashes are thoroughly cold. Remember, ashes that look cold may contain hot embers, so don't set these ashes on a wooden deck or surface. Set the container well away from the house. Clean your glass door. You may be able to limit your glass door from getting covered with soot deposits by properly burning dry wood and keeping the stove on high burn for a period of time after each reloading. You should wipe the glass routinely, but only when the stove and glass are cool. Use a soft cloth or newspaper and a non-abrasive cleaner specifically for creosote. Be sure to thoroughly rinse any residue of the cleaner or it may get baked into the glass. The ceramic glass used in wood stoves is safe and won't break from even the hottest fire, but be careful not to crack the glass by pushing it against a log that is too long for your firebox. Replace your stove door gasket. If your stove is more than 4 or 5 years old, you may need to replace the fiberglass rope gasket around your door. Your local hearth dealer carries these replacements, or you can have this done when you have your chimney serviced. It's also a good idea to check and make sure your door fits tightly and evenly. Again, check your owner's manual for the specific adjustment for your stove. Get your chimney cleaned. To reduce the possibility of fire caused by creosote buildup, you should make sure that your stove's venting system is inspected and cleaned by a CSIA certified chimney sweep in the summer before your heating season. Remember, creosote is flammable and can build up on the inside of your chimney. Burn only seasoned wood, and building the occasional large hot fire helps prevent creosote buildup that could lead to a chimney fire. A professional chimney sweep will make sure that your chimney is in good repair, remove any creosote deposits, and check the stove for leaks or cracks, and examine the stove parts for signs of damage and deterioration. And if you have a catalytic stove, keep your catalytic combustor clean. Your catalytic combustor may be blocked with flakes of ash and will need to be cleaned once or twice during a season. To do so in a cold stove, locate your catalytic combustor by checking the owner's manual and following the manufacturer's instructions. Catalytic combustor replacement. The effectiveness of the catalytic combustor erodes over time. You'll notice a subtle difference in the effectiveness of your stove. Depending on the design of your stove and the total number of burn hours, you may need to clean or replace your combustor periodically. Your owner's manual will provide you with the guidelines to clean and rejuvenate the catalyst. Follow the instructions carefully and contact the manufacturer for details on the combustor's lifetime expectancy. If you keep up the maintenance on your wood stove, it will reward you with years and years of cleaner, affordable heat for you and your family. And don't hesitate to call your retailer, who can answer your questions and give you advice. There are many handy wood stove accessories on the market today. Some of the most useful that you'll find at your hearth retailer are heavy gloves for use when the stove is hot, stove tool kit with rake or hoe to move hot coals, stack thermometer, To help operate your stove correctly, the stack thermometer should be placed 1 foot above the stove and not directly on the stove.